What's up? Do you know how to balance a tire? Well, I can show you. You know, your tire, no matter what, it's always a little bit off balance. And then on top of that, the other thing that you can have working against you sometime is the valve stem of the tube. Sometimes there's an offset because that balances out because of the hole that's milled in the rim, or whatever your hub is. Sometimes maybe you have a weight on the other side or something like that. So you can do it a couple of ways, is what my friend Aaron taught me. And one is that you put the tire on your rim, put everything together, you leave the tube out, and then you go through and you put it on a balancer. So a balancer is something like this. See this guy? And yeah, I should just start this whole thing all over, and we'll do this from the top. And it's got this. Now this is actually for propellers for model airplanes. So this is a world's finest model product. This is a model airplane propeller balancer. It's got these little feet. It's adjustable. The idea is, I think, is that you put your propeller on here, center it, put it on, and then you can balance it. So we're going to use that same concept. We basically take it like this, put it through like that. So, oh, what I was saying was, if you want to try, you can try to see if you can get it balanced without the tube pretty well and mark everything, and then put the tube in. And that can help significantly. But at the end, you'll probably have to use a force balance method such as sticky weights. So, I don't know. I'm not lazy, but I'm lazy. So I'm not doing that. We're jumping straight to the sticky weights. Our tires are on. We've got our valves. Everything's blown up. Everything is nice and centered as best as we can. We just kind of sit this guy in here. Which way we do that? Ah, we did it the other way. So I'm going to take this back off, and we're going to go in from the back. Instead, we're doing the toughest one first, too, for you. We're doing the back first because they feel the most off balance. I did a rough balancing yesterday on the front where I just spun them on the board and found the heaviest point and put a weight on the opposite side and got it to feel better. But I'm going to go through and do those as well. I just balanced one of the rear tires and it was pretty off balance. Feels amazing now. Can't wait to see this one. So now, if the tire is pretty well balanced, it doesn't move fast if we just free spin it. So if I move this out, the tire becomes able to spin, and you can kind of see how fast it's trying to right itself. So we definitely have a pretty off balance wheel here. We'll probably put 2 sticky weights on the exact opposite side of where it stops. Using my finger to slow it down a little. And then just nudge it a little and make sure, yeah, so this right here is going to be the spot. I'll let this guy go now. When I do the front, I don't have to hold this out. It's because I'm doing this with the pulley and everything on here. So we're just going to mark the inside right here, just in case I knock this. These are the balance weights. These are 1/4 ounces. After I got these, I read somebody said you should just get 1/2 ounce weights. You're going to use a bunch of them. So I am just going to slide in right here and place right at the top, directly underneath where I marked with that Sharpie. I'm going to pop it off. Then I'm going to actually push with a lot of force with my thumb. Get that pretty well weighted. Okay. Now we're going to put this back on. We're going to do that same little test. The tire's free. I spun it with my finger, so that's all a finger spin right there. Much slower self-correction. But shit, it actually does look like... This is the one that was probably feeling so damn off. Yeah. I feel good about this one. We're going to go ahead and move on to a front real quick, so hopefully you'll get to see that. So here's the front tire that I said I did last night. All I did was made sure that my axle nut was loose so that it was very easy to spin this. And I did basically the same thing that we just did on this. I just let it spin. I looked for it to have like the fast spin, noted what was the high side, threw a weight on there, and moved on to the next. Looks like this one I did 2 1/4 ounces here and 2 1/4 ounces here. Yeah, thank you for checking this out, I suppose. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Do you balance your tires? Yeah. The faster and faster you go, the better it feels when shit's just super, super smooth. So, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video.